Now at 6, we're going to hear from some of the people planning their next move after the closing of a pair of businesses in Baxter Springs. Plus, the Ronald McDonald House of the Four States undergoes a change at the top of leadership, and the message from the Chief Justice of the Kansas Supreme Court during her visit today to Pittsburgh.
The Four States' most watched news starts now.
A lot of families in the Baxter Springs, Kansas area are in a race to find jobs. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. In 10 days, National Safety Apparel, previously known as King Louie in Baxter Springs, will close its doors, leaving more than 70 people unemployed. And they're not alone. At the end of July, trucking company Yellow Corporation also ceased its operation, leaving more than 30 people out of work in that same city. KOAM's Fernandez Silva has the story.
Less than half a mile separates the entrances of Yellow Corporation and National Safety Apparel in Baxter Springs. Besides sharing the location by the end of September, the companies will also share the fact that both will be closed, leaving more than 100 people unemployed. Teresa Humphrey is one of them. She has been working with NSA for more than 35 years. Now she's trying to plan her future.
It's sad, makes me want to cry. It's emotional. Don't know what to expect. I'm scared because I don't know what to expect. Just going to stay here and work as long as I can.
While many employees like Humphrey decided to stay at the company until the very last day, others left earlier as they were finding other opportunities. Her husband is one of them.
It was relief, yeah, because it was pretty stressful. It was very stressful for me, for my family, my friends, my household.
0.4 miles from there is Yellow Corporation, where David Harper spent the last 10 years working. Now in a new job, he's feeling the impact on his routine.
I was home every day. Now I'm gone 4 days at a time, and I'm not used to it yet. I'm getting there. I miss my house, I miss my wife, I miss my dogs.
And on his paycheck.
The money I'm making now is nowhere near what I make.
This is the sign now standing by the entrance of former Yellow Corporation in Baxter Springs. It says that all company operations have ceased as of July 30th. According to Amy Kaufman, Economic Development Director for Cherokee County, the impacts of the closure go beyond the company workers.
With reduced consumer spending, also reduced tax revenue, with that business not there, not paying taxes, that's going to affect spending as well and our economy ultimately.
Even with the difficulties, Humphrey and Harper echo the same thought.
It'll be hard for a little bit, but we'll survive.
We'll get there.
In Baxter Springs, Fernandez Silva, KOAM News.
Kaufman says people who are impacted by the closures can contact Cherokee County's Economic Development Office or the Pittsburgh Work Center. They can help build a resume, apply and search for jobs, even provide additional training. You might have noticed some businesses have left or relocated from downtown Joplin. The Downtown Joplin Alliance says downtown is undergoing changes to find the right balance of businesses.
Like, Carmine's, for example, they moved out of the area completely, like the family did, and so, but another pizza place is coming in that same location, should be open in a few weeks.
One of my friends was in this place called Carmine Wood Fired, and he had a pretty good business. Of course, he was open limited hours, so we are trying to open up full days instead of just half days.
We're going to have more from the Downtown Joplin Alliance for you tonight on KOAM News at 10. We all need some rain. At least a few of us have been getting a little bit. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, we definitely need some more rain. A lot of it is we've been in a very severe drought over the past year and a half or so. With the clouds and showers today, we're cooler. We're sitting mainly into the mid 70s, and you can see the showers, even a few thunderstorms picking up right across the northeastern parts of Oklahoma. Also has a little bit of a rotation to it. A little upper level low is rotating through. One band over towards Springfield. This band will head right up I-44. Lighter showers once you get into southeastern Kansas, but the bigger batch really from Bonita, Nowata, Miami is all going to rotate through as we go into the evening, which is good. We need some rain. So if you are going to be outside this evening, you are going to be dodging the scattered showers and thunderstorms as we get these guys kind of pushing through and also expanding in coverage throughout the evening. We're going to talk more about this and what is to come here in just a bit.
See you soon. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly announced the launch of the Build Kansas Fund, which will provide state matching dollars to Kansas communities for infrastructure projects. The Build Kansas Fund will invest $200 million directly into Kansas communities to support projects that include water, transportation, energy, cybersecurity, and broadband through fiscal year 2027. Eligible entities include Kansas state agencies, counties, municipalities, special districts, community organizations, nonprofits, and federally recognized tribes that have or intend to apply for a federal bilingual program requiring a non-federal match. After nearly 26 years, Annette Thurston is retiring from her role as executive director of the Ronald McDonald House of the Four States. An intimate group gathered at the Ronald McDonald House to honor Thurston's service to the community. Thurston oversaw the foundation's establishment and has been there for a lot of achievements in the years since. One of them came when she led her team of more than 100 volunteers to continue to serve families during the recent COVID-19 pandemic. But to Thurston, it all comes down to those volunteers.
You're never alone in your accomplishments. Your accomplishments, it's a team effort, it is a people effort, and so it's very humbling to be singled out.
Thurston won't officially retire until the end of the year. In the meantime, the Succession Planning Committee will conduct a national search in the hopes of finding someone to fill Thurston's shoes. Webb City School today received national recognition. The U.S. Department of Education today named Webb City's Harry S. Truman Elementary School as a National Blue Ribbon School. The recognition is based on the school's overall academic performance or progress in closing achievement gaps among student subgroups on assessments. The school is the only one in this area and one of only 353 schools, 353 in the nation, to be singled out for this honor. The Chief Justice of the Kansas Supreme Court today addressed the Pittsburgh Noon Rotary Club. Chief Justice Marla Lucker talked about her road to career success, including the struggles of being a woman in the law profession and how to balance work and personal life. The event was co-sponsored by KOAM, and all women were invited to attend.
I hope that they too become committed to being part of a community of supportive women who stand together to help each other get through the life's ups and downs, celebrate the ups, work through the downs, and because all of us benefit as a community, as a state, as a country.
Other female community and business leaders also spoke at the luncheon. The theme for the event was Women Are Champs. Coming up, John has a preview of a diamond matchup between Joplin and Carl Junction. That's going to be later in sports. But first, a race leads to a rollover crash in Jasper County involving drivers ages 14 and 12. Another person is sentenced in the case of a woman who was kidnapped and then shot to death after being forced into a well in Lawrence County, Missouri. Frank Sheridan pleaded guilty to one count of kidnapping in the case of the 2020 death of Sarah Pasco of Aurora, Missouri. A judge yesterday suspended his 15-year sentence and gave him 5 years probation. In 2020, authorities say 9 people played a role in Pasco's shooting death. They were also involved in the non-fatal shooting of another woman. Of the 9 originally charged with first-degree murder, Sheridan was released in January of 2022 on his own recognizance after he agreed to testify against the other defendants. A Sunday night race involving young drivers in Jasper County, Missouri ends with a crash of a pickup. Authorities responded to reports of a rollover crash at 13th and Palomino Road in Carthage just after 9 Sunday night. Authorities say a 14-year-old boy driving a Toyota Tacoma overturned while racing a Chevy Tahoe driven by a 12-year-old. 2 14-year-olds were taken to an area hospital with moderate injuries. A Kirbyville, Missouri business owner is sentenced for illegally tampering with emissions controls. Dennis Cleveland is sentenced to 2 years in federal prison without parole. The court also ordered Cleveland to pay a $250,000 fine. He was the owner of a Kirbyville, Missouri towing company. The judge today sentenced him for leading a conspiracy to illegally tamper with the emissions controls of the company's diesel towing vehicles. According to court documents, each one of Cleveland's 12 illegally altered tow trucks was responsible for releasing the equivalent pollution of more than 1,000 legally operating tow trucks. A little bit later, the Lady Lions golf team wraps up their first invitational of the fall season. Sports director John Dales will tee up the details coming up in sports.
Plus, showers and thunderstorms rolling through for us tonight. Details coming up. Well, it definitely turned out to be a cloudier day for us today. We've had some on and off showers across the region, and those are going to pick up as we go through the overnight hours tonight. Nice shot. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort just outside of Seneca, Missouri. All right, look at the showers. Most of these are fairly light, but you can see them kind of rotating through a little upper level wave. So we've had some bands pushing over towards Springfield. We have another band which is building in northeastern parts of Oklahoma. Showers starting to pick up light, mainly along and south of I-44. So let's look in Kansas. You can see a couple guys, just light showers west of Chanute, Fredonia, over toward Independence. Then it gets a little bit heavier once you get into Craig County, Veneta, pushing into western parts of Ottawa County. And then just random light showers, really Jasper, Newton, and also McDonald County. But these showers will increase a bit as we go through the overnight hours tonight. We have this wave which is working through, and of course we need the rain. All right, let's go through time. Look how they increase over the next couple hours. So heaviest rain is going to be on the Missouri side, Arkansas side, kind of stretching back northeastern parts of Oklahoma, and then they kind of flare up again after midnight. Here's 1:30 in the morning, Kansas, Oklahoma, and still ongoing showers across southwestern Missouri. Periods of showers, even a few thunderstorms as we get into the morning hours. Northern counties, western counties, you guys aren't going to get much with this rolling through. And then by 8:30, the heaviest rain starting to work out of here. We're still going to have scattered showers through the morning, but the heaviest of it will start to press off toward the east. Temperatures right now, we're sitting mainly into the mid-70s. Clouds, showers, keeping our temperatures down. It's cloudy outside. 7th and range line sitting at 76. South winds at about 10. Visibility pretty good. You can see about 10 miles. So if you are going to be out this evening, you're going to be dodging showers and thunderstorms. So remember that as this wave works through, and then right behind it we have another wave, and that will give us better chances for rain again late this week and then heading into the weekend. So good chances tonight through the morning, and then much lower chances tomorrow afternoon, and then again into tomorrow night. So by the noon hour, we're sitting near 70, still a lot of clouds, mostly cloudy skies throughout the afternoon. Random pop-up shower, temperatures mainly into the upper 70s. Tomorrow night, showers flare up. Southern counties, most of us will end up staying dry, besides maybe a couple sprinkles. Here's Thursday morning. Most of Thursday, I don't anticipate we're going to see much. Just a lot of clouds across the region, and then showers and thunderstorms increase again by the time we head into Thursday evening, which is good. So possible rainfall amounts, and again, this is using a model, and the models are never right. It just gives you an idea. Through Friday morning, heaviest rain along and south of the I-44 corridor, where some areas will pick up an inch, maybe 2 inches. Northern counties, not that much at all. 77 tomorrow, 83 on Thursday, 82 on Friday. Heading into the weekend, warmer Saturday, but thunderstorms Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then hit and miss showers for us next week. Temperatures throughout the period looking pretty good.
Loving the temps. Bring on more rain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Doug. Still ahead, Carthage High School softball tries to extend its winning streak tonight at home. And an update on a scary injury that took place during last night's NFL game. John Dales has those stories and more. That's up next.
High school softball season continues to roll along in Missouri. Believe it or not, we're under a month away from the beginning of the playoffs. This afternoon is another busy slate of games for several local teams as they begin their playoff push. Starting first with Carthage, the Tigers at home this evening, hosting COC rival Branson. Carthage enters this game with a 12-9 record, but is on a hot streak recently. Tigers have won 4 in a row dating back to last Tuesday. We'll have highlights from this one tonight at 9 on Fox 14 and 10 o'clock right here on KOAM. Meanwhile, Joplin and Carl Junction softball square off at JHS at the same time. The Bulldogs have hit a rough patch in their schedule recently. Since starting 5-1, they've won only 1 of their next 11. Eagles come in with a 10-8 record. We'll have highlights from this one as well tonight at 10. Missouri Southern Women's Golf wraps up its first invitational of the fall season this afternoon. The Lions finished day 1 in first place, but as you see on your screen, they slip a little bit in day 2 after shooting 32 over par as a group. Southern falls to 5th place overall. The host team, Drury, ends up taking first place. Now individually, 3 Lions were in the top 10 after day 1. Not the case at the end of day 2. Katarina Chinaranska is the highest finisher at 11 over. She shot +2 yesterday before going 9 over today. Emerson Doyle is one of the Lions that improves her score from day 1 to day 2. She comes in tied for 25th place. We're getting closer and closer to October, which means playoff baseball. This year, that means we'll have to say goodbye to both the Royals and Cardinals, as they're both nowhere near playoff contention. Rounding out the stretch of the regular season, tonight, Royals back at home, playing Game 2 of a 3-game set against division rival Cleveland. KC winners yesterday after scoring 4 runs in the 8th inning. Steven Cruz is the expected starting pitcher tonight for the Royals. First pitch coming up shortly, 6:40 at Kauffman Stadium. Cardinals win yesterday as well. They're facing the division leader Milwaukee Brewers. 3 more games against the Brew Crew, including tonight. Drew Rom gets the start this evening for St. Louis. He pitched a gem last time out. He was on the mound. Cards could help their rivals, the Cubs, try to run down Milwaukee if they get another win tonight. And if you were watching Monday Night Football yesterday evening, you likely saw the horrific leg injury that happened to Cleveland running back Nick Chubb in the second quarter. Well, head coach Kevin Stefanski of the Browns confirms today that his season is over. The 4-time Pro Bowler will undergo surgery. That injury was so gruesome, ESPN didn't show any replays of it, and Steeler fans chanted Chubb's name as he was carted off the field. That's all for sports. We're back with more news after this.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We're going to have more on how downtown Joplin is trying to find a balance between businesses leaving and new ones coming in. Plus, research shows the benefits of magic mushrooms for people suffering from mental health disorders. And Congress grills the head of FEMA on the nation's disaster preparedness. Those stories and a lot more, it's coming up tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Some of us have been fortunate to get some rain, still not nearly enough, but at least it's falling.
Yeah, that is the good news. Showers, scattered thunderstorms for us tonight into tomorrow morning, then just mostly cloudy skies, 77. A few showers on Thursday, and then rain chances increase again Friday, late Saturday into Sunday morning.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.